My name's Matthew, and today I'm walking you around probably one of the vehicles we sell the most of here at Boss Motor Company. This is a 2023 Range Rover. It is the full-size Range Rover. We have, as I say, sold loads of these over the last few years since they were released. Such a popular car. This particular version, it's a D300, so that's a 300 PS, 3-litre engine, and it is a HSE model, but whilst that is one down from autobiography, it is fitted with loads of optional extras that almost get it up to autobiography spec. One of the big key items being a heads-up display, not standard on a HSE. So I'll talk you through some of those as we go around this car. 21,000 miles from new, Santorini Black metallic with full ebony hide inside. Again, probably one of the most popular colour schemes for a Range Rover as well. On the exterior, we've got the full shadow line pack, which is really important. That means you've got the darkened accents to the front fascias of the grille sections, the letters across the front of the bonnet, and this lower beam section that splits the lower grille with the daytime running lights built into it. Talking of technology, your adaptive cruise control is down here. There's the radar for it. The forward-facing part of the 360 and 3D surround camera package there as well, and beautifully integrated into the front bumper. We've got the front and rear park distance control, the sensors, they're integrated into the front and the rear bumper. The beautiful matrix LED adaptive headlights on this generation of Range Rover with the lovely signature daytime running lights. And down here, we've got the 21-inch, I believe, actually, I take that back, the 22-inch SV bespoke alloy wheels. They're a beautiful wheel, finished in almost a satin black on the inserts of the spokes there, and diamond polished on the front of the spokes. A really, really pretty wheel, as I say, an SV bespoke wheel. I believe this wheel was about £800 new as a cost option, so not a cheap wheel. And again, because there's such big cars this generation of Range Rover, you need a big wheel to go along with it. That accent pack also to these side gills on the front flanks of the cars. The bottoms of the mirrors show you the rest of the cameras for that surround camera package. And of course, on all these new generation Range Rovers, you've got recessed door handles. So when you unlock the car, they come out and allow you to open the vehicle. In the corner of the mirrors there, we've got the little cutout in the glass. That's blind spot monitoring. And as we go inside, smooth leather absolutely everywhere in this car. It feels every bit the Range Rover you would expect it to be. We've even got the blue covers on all of the tread plates still, just showing the condition of the car. They've still not been removed. And the larger pivot infotainment screen, standard on this generation of Range Rover. Such a minimalist but sleek interior. It really is a very special place to sit. And even though these cars came out in 2022, they feel every bit as special here in 2026, in my opinion, as they did when they were launched. We have privacy glass to the rear three quarters. I'll show you in a second as well. We have soft closed doors, 4-zone climate control, heated seats in the rear, Meridian stereo as well as we go through, and loads of little fancy controls that you have in the back now. The rear passengers can control their reading lights. They can even adjust the roof blind for the panoramic glass roof from the back of the car. I even love how sort of the seatbelt buckle slots, the actual containers for the seatbelt buckles, they light up. So at night, you don't have to struggle to find your seatbelt slot. So, so clever. I love how the glass as well has no breaks in it on this rear three quarters. I think it all helps bring that sweeping belt line back together at the back of the car. And again, because this car is Santorini Black, this rear lighting system works perfectly. You barely notice the rear lights hidden in the back of the rear wings there, and this light bar across the back of the car, which hides the indicators. If I open the tailgate, of course it's a Range Rover. It's got that classic split tailgate boot. So you drop this little section down here. And lots of things that people don't notice. If you sit on your tailgate, which lots of people do in these new model Range Rovers and in Range Rovers from the beginning of time, you've got little cup holders on the bottom of the tailgate here and a little reading lamp above you. Very, very nice features. Well done, Land Rover. And if we come around the driver's side, I'm going to jump in, run you through some of the controls and go through some of the features as well inside the car. We'll start on that driver's door card and talk to you about some of the really lovely things. So gone are controls for lumbar on the door or the side of the seat. As soon as you move one of these controls on the door card, you get a system update in the screen, which I'll show you in a second when we move across the car into the cabin, and you can adjust your lumbar and massage and all of those sorts of things depending on what model you've got. All of that is done through the infotainment screen. We've got fully electric, anti-dazzle and electric folding mirrors. We've got a Meridian stereo system, which of course is a must-have in a Range Rover. And over here we have, so bear with me a second, an electric steering column, smooth leather to the center and the outside of the steering wheel. And if I just move myself backwards, give you a better view. On the steering wheel itself, adaptive cruise control, heated steering wheel, lane keep assist on the right-hand side, all your multimedia functions, including how you can configure this amazing updated cockpit on the left-hand side. Again, I will show you, it's very, very clever. If we change the display layout, you can see just how good this is. But if I go to full map, look how clever that is. And on this new generation, if you've got your wireless CarPlay or Android Auto connected to the system, I believe at least in CarPlay, I can tell you it definitely works, your navigation will beam across to this center display as well. You probably won't see it, but there's a heads-up display in front of me. That's also with traffic sign assist, so your traffic sign assist will flow through into that heads-up display as well. And over here, we've got Land Rover's clear sight rear view camera, which, believe it or not, is a mirror. But in your mirror, at the moment, we've got it as a traditional mirror setting. If you have a cabin full of passengers and a boot full of items, you can flick that down there and it instantly becomes a camera, so you're never without a view of the back of the car, and that is a lovely safety feature. Again, well done Land Rover, what a great touch. In the screen itself down the middle, we're connected to Apple CarPlay. I believe it's connected to my phone now. You can see just how amazing this massive screen now is in Apple CarPlay mode. I can open it on Waze, which I've got right now, and I can come back out of there. You come back into the Land Rover system itself, and if I just very quickly go into these settings and show you, have a look at the seat controls, which we were talking about earlier. Your seat heating for front and rear can be controlled from the front of the car. If I turn those on, as you can see, I come all the way down here, you've got ventilated seats in the front as well. So even though it is a HSE, you've got heated and ventilated front seats. Turn that off and you can have a look. Here's all your lumbar adjustment and all the bolsters, etc. That's all now run through the screen, as I explained before. If I pop the car into reverse, you'll see the surround cameras turn on. And if I hit 3D, you can scroll yourself all the way around the car. Such a clever feature. This works when the car is also moving at low speed as well, so really, really clever if you're off-roading, hence why there is a button for the off-road mode and you can lock the differentials, but I don't know how many people are going over rock boulders in these days. Down here, because it's a 23 model year, you still get controls. It has got buttons, thank goodness, and you've got two dials down here to adjust the climate control. You can also push that in and override to the heated and ventilated seats on this side as well, which is really, really nice. I like that we still have buttons in this car. Loads of cubby holes, including a wireless phone charger in there, two cup holders with a hidden slot underneath and some USBs in there as well. Very, very clever. It's very much like the last generation, lots of lovely hidden bits of storage, and very nicely, even autobiographies don't have a cooler box sometimes. This car has a 2-zone cooler box fitted to it. And I'll just jump out now and summarize this fantastic Range Rover. As I said, lots of those features I've just mentioned are not standard HSE features. They're features you would expect in an autobiography. So what we've got here is a 2023 D300 HSE, done very low mileage at 21,000 miles, with a load of autobiography bits, SV bespoke alloy wheels, I beg your pardon, and just a really, really popular, and in my opinion, one of the best colour schemes for a Range Rover. My name is Matthew. I hope the video's helped. Thanks for watching.